Hello and welcome to this afternoon safari. It is a beautiful evening out here in sunny South Africa, and not sure what we're going to look at. And I have found, I thought it was a bont tick, but it might not be. It is indeed a tick. I'm not sure which species though. I thought it was a bont tick, but I don't think it is on second viewing. There we go, have a look at that. Pretty for a tick. Obviously you don't want to have them crawling on you. It's quite a big one as well. And you can take quite a nice marking on it. I think it could be a male. It is a male bont tick. They do have quite a lot of different color variations. So I actually was right. Isn't that exciting? Might be a new species for a few of you. Now, not the nicest tick to be bitten by a bont tick. They carry quite a few different nasties. Obviously, and this is a South African tick, and this is a male. Now the females are grey and become sort of giant when engulfed, when completely full of with blood. He'll bite you, suck your blood, but he's not going to do anything too bad to you. So they're much worse for ruminants, particularly domestic ruminants, like cattle and sheep and goats, and it gives a heart water disease. So almost all tick bite fevers or tick-borne diseases are rickettsias. And heart water, as it says, it causes fluid to collect around the heart and lungs in infected animals. Not very nice if you're a moo cow. Very, very rare that humans can get heart water. Let's see who we got. Hello, Alicia, Carol, Serval Cat, Connie, Barbara, Jan. Lovely to have you all here. Michael, Willow, Di, Jennifer, Mary. Isn't this wonderful to be out here today? Anyway, let's leave the tick to wait for some poor unsuspecting creature to come wandering past. Hopefully not one of us. Hello, Canadian, as well. I just caught that tick out of the corner of my eye. Oh, there's another one. So if you start looking, they're all over the place. Basil, they're going to get you. Now, of course, these bigger ticks aren't so bad. There's a different species of tick. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to go do some homework when I get back. I'm not sure what species of tick. Whoopsie, this one is. Stripy legs. That's what I love about being out in the bush. You get to learn something new every day. I'm not sure what species that is. My tick knowledge is a little bit lacking. So there we go. There's something I need to go do some homework on. Ticks. Yeah, let me just grab a photo of this one so I can look it up later. And we'll carry on our adventure. Now, of course, these big ticks aren't the worst when you're out in the bush because you can actually see them and feel them walking on you. It's when you walk through a nest of babies that we call pepper ticks, because they are almost, some of them, they're so tiny, almost invisible. Hello, Rosemary. So we're going to take a trundle to the north. It might go as far as Leadwood today, I'm not sure. We're going to look for the male lions. The elephants were down there. Apparently some rhino around that area as well. Maybe that's Nyaleti, the lioness. She still hasn't met up with the rest of the pride as of yesterday, but that could change today. And said, you never know what's around the next corner. That's what's so wonderful about being on a live safari. Black rhino tracks, but not fresh, been driven over. Now, remember, if you want to ask me questions, you need to become a Painted Dog TV pack member. And all the information you need to become a pack member is in the description below the feed. So if you're answering questions and you're wondering, why isn't Brent answering me? It's because you need to be a pack member, and then you'll get a separate feed where you can ask questions and I will answer them. Betty says, the tick shells remind me of turtle shells. It's a good way of looking at it. Hi, Janine. And for those pack members who want to win themselves a high-res digital image by one of the Painted Dog TV team, it could be from myself, it could be from Gareth, it could be from Matt, it could be from Yana, it could be from Charles. You need to just send us the keyword when I say what the keyword is, and you can do that via the Painted Dog TV app. And if you haven't got the Painted Dog TV app, now is the perfect time to download it. And you can message us in the app with the keyword, or you can send it via email to info@painteddog.tv. And this week's keyword is to do with horse tigers. So stripes is this week's keyword. So stripes. Yes. Canadian says she's still not used to the kelp on the hood. It's camouflage. It's definitely just camouflage. Now I wonder if we're going to see some stripes today, some horse tigers. Quite often the horse tigers at this time of the day around Lemundering, which is this area we're heading into at the moment. Today the temperature is just perfect. It's absolutely glorious, I tell you. Glorious. The last time I was on, beetle to the head. I didn't even have a chance to identify it before it bounced off. The last time I went down this way, we saw somewhat of a slightly disturbing scene, which was that Nyaleti the lioness catching a baby warthog. Sure, that is Michael, the Kudu Crip 23, seen by a homeowner. Shared an image yesterday of along a fence line. eastern fence line. So that's, so Mesh, she's extending her territory down towards Sekwe. I thought her mom was hanging around there. She might have just gone on a little wander, because I actually haven't seen tracks up this side for a while. Also, if she didn't become pregnant from that last bout of mating, she might be wandering looking for boyfriends again. Oh, nice herd of impalas. Babies are getting big so fast. They're just so elegant. Let's just have a quick look over the rows here. Quite often in this area, when we've got the big herd of impala, there'll be some zebras and maybe even some giraffe around. Look at that female. She's recovered from, escaped from lion or leopard. See the one with the dark patch on it? It's actually healed up really nicely. There she goes. Oh, this one's thirsty. All the little burps when they talk to each other. Very cute. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick squiz over the hill. No stripes and patches up here today. Okay, let's continue on our original plan. Down towards Seskant and Pofada. Maybe we'll go visit the hippos. I haven't seen the hippos for a while as well. That baby hippo is full of nonsense and quite cute. The Seskant North and South Road, definitely two of the most productive roads in our traverse area. There's a big troop of baboons walked down here earlier today. Wouldn't it be nice if we suddenly all heard them start barking, sending us to a kitty cat of some kind? Oh, Jennifer, I can't wait to see a tiger. Me neither. Not quite sure on all the plans. I have So no tigers in Sri Lanka though, only leopards. Leopard's the largest predator, well, largest feline predator. Sloth bear is by far the largest predator in Sri Lanka, but no tigers on the island of Sri Lanka. But yes, of course, India being a stronghold for tigers. Hopefully it is a bucket list thing, and then in the not too distant future we will be launching privately guided trips to India as well, in partnership with some of our friends over there, to go see tigers and bears and one-horned rhinoceri. And one thing I would love to see in India is a doe, which is an Indian wild dog. So India is the only spot in the world where you have lions, tigers, bears, elephants, rhinos, wild dogs, and cheetah. The convergence. If we saw a tiger come walking out of the bush, I'd be very worried, because he would have escaped from somewhere. And we don't want to see tigers in Africa. We want to see them in India and Poole and China and Russia, and places where they're supposed to be. What can we see that's yes, so I saw a serval cat, a serval. Its Afrikaans name is a dierboskat, a tiger bush cat. I'm trying to think what other tigers we can see in Africa. One of my most favorite tigers, the tiger fish. You can see those in Africa. We've got a few different species of tiger fish. Goliath tiger fish. And we've got our normal sort of Hydrosinus vittatus, which is the tiger we get in southern Africa. Then there's the Tanzanian or blue tiger, and then there's brevis and a couple of different species up in West and Central Africa of tiger fish, tiger barbs, tiger sharks. What can all be seen in Africa? You can see the Ellie's been walking down here. It's like just one Ellie bull. I think it's the one that was seen a bit earlier near the Leadwood boundary. Hi Becky, welcome. Hello, Simon. Now we got decisions to make.
Standing by. And are you with the Rhinos? I just found 3, but I'm not sure if they are the same that Chris saw. So further down on Bushveld track.
Well, there we go. That is our
So you further down, and you're not near Bushveld Dam anymore, you've gone right down.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, about 800 meters a kilometer, maybe. Copy. Hello, my two with the sort of young, non-full size ones. Okay, copy. This one here is 22, 60 and 61.
This is another one of my favorite spots. The lions do like it around here. I'm not quite sure where the pride is at the moment. The long grass. I haven't been walking down the roads, so it's always a good spot. This is where the male lions were hanging around yesterday, but they moved off. There was one on Leadwood last night. No one found them this morning. Could have gone down here into the deep slit. You know what? I haven't been this side for quite some time. I'll just go check on see if some of those aardvark holes are back in residence. It's like the best spot. You might get lucky, catch an aardvark resting outside its burrow when it's a bit hot and humid. So we can always just go have a look if those burrows are active. We get to sit on top of a cliff face right next to the river, and on the opposite bank that's where the aardvark burrows are. Jennifer, indeed, we are about to launch some very exciting new travel features and a lot more travel options from a painted dog point of view. We're expanding our travel team, and we're going to be offering India, indeed, for snow leopards and for tigers, Sri Lanka possibly for leopards, and sloth bears, and so we are definitely into that. We've started to have chats with some partners in India, so there's good tech there. I'm very excited for that. Now, the experience is generally very, very different. Oh, there's lots of elephant tracks here. From the African safari point of view, and apart from one or two sort of private guides, unfortunately the Indian guiding standard is very I wouldn't say weak, but it's in its infancy. They're still sort of, so definitely want to be able to add guides to those trips to ensure that our guests traveling have the best possible experience. And so if you're wanting to go to India, you can get hold of us very easy. You just pop us an email, travel@painteddog.tv. There we go. Michael Fleetwood, Brent, could I touch on, if only briefly, the snaring issue in the area has been dealing with, and the conservation organizations and what they're trying to do? Whew, Michael, you want to go deep today? It's quite a complicated story. So, particularly the Manuletti, Letaba Ranch, western, sort of southwestern area of Kruger, Pambeni, and then up further north around Punda, Maria, and has been dealing with a serious snaring epidemic, and it started during COVID. A lot of people were laid off, even if it was temporary, and obviously we all know that inflation didn't slow down and cost of living has gone up exponentially. So there was quite a few people who were subsistence poaching to try feed their families. Unfortunately, however, that has changed. Now, this is a problem that West Africa in particular and Central Africa faces, is where a lot of game meat is considered to be better than beef or goat or sheep. So in specialized restaurants or whatnot, the game meat is selling for the premium price, or butchers, legal and illegal. So what's happened is that it's sort of become a trend again, where now game meat is popular. We'll see, it can be quite political as well. A lot of the people living on the edges of these life areas don't see a lot of benefit from protecting wildlife. So why shouldn't they be able to sort of take advantage of the meat and stuff like that? There's lots of different things happening. For snare sweeps, and there's a lot of reactionary stuff. So you see a snared animal, call the vets, go out, dart it, fix it up, send it out again. There is some stuff which is a lot more sensitive, which I can't really go into too much detail with, but basically you have to sort of treat you need to sort of find the cause, who's buying in bulk, which restaurants, etc., and that basically works more like detective work. So there's intelligence networks that are being set up, money is being paid to find out who is funding the people, because catching the guys setting the snares, it's not really going to stop the problem. You need to stop it at source. A very good friend of mine and I were chatting yesterday or the day before about it, and all the reserves do have culling. Some reserves have culling, and what we talked about, and I personally believe we should probably make that a meat available to the communities as a way to supplement the need for game meat, but acquiring it legally. And actually quite often what happens is, if you do this stuff legally, it is actually becomes cheaper than buying it illegally, and obviously all those risks and stuff disappear. So there's lots of different things working, and it is a big systemic problem. So it's by no means going to be fixed in a day, but there are people working very hard on it. Jennifer, locals. Tourists eating game meat, that game meat will be legally sourced generally in restaurants. These are sort of local restaurants in the communities, or local butchers, tree butchers sometimes we call them. Basil, you know a good tree butcher, I'm sure? There's no tree butchers anymore. So I think that's the old term for them. But yeah, it is an interesting one. And I mean, you ask someone, what happens if the poachers get caught? It depends what they get caught with, how much they get caught with, and where they get caught. So they're caught with inside the reserve, they can be charged with trespassing as well as poaching or illegal hunting, and the fines and sentences vary depending on what species. So if you're caught with an endangered species like pangolin or rhino, obviously it's a lot more serious. I love this area. I mean, look at this. It's like a massive drop straight down here. Probably 20 meters, 25 meters. Quite often you can see, if the lions have been here, you can actually see the tracks on the riverbed. There's some leopard tracks down there, some hyena tracks, and kudu. Nothing too fresh though, but it is absolutely gorgeous along here. I think one of the reasons I'm checking on here is I think no one's seen the male lions or tracks or anything today. They could be in this area. Basically, the problem with snares is that they're indiscriminate. So there's snares set for different animals. So yes, impala, but the same snare that catches an impala might catch a wild dog or a leopard. But there's basically two different types. Your small to medium game snares, so impala, nyala, warthogs, those type of things. And then thick cable snares that are set for animals like buffalo and hippo in particular. Let's see. This is, I'm trying to see. No, so that burrow is not being used. Doesn't seem like anyone's been down this road in a while. I do love this road. No, you can see all the aardvark burrows down there. None of them have got fresh sign. So currently not using these holes. And you see them down there, where the bare patches of sand are, but nothing fresh. Okay, let's keep maneuvering. We've got Ulrich on camera with Basil next to him, just keeping a watch out. Di the baby buffalo as well. I'll get to your question in a second, Betty. I just want to show you this beautiful tree here, and you can see those beautiful red pods. That is a Lobombo terminalia. Not a very common tree, you don't see them too often, but we're lucky. We've got quite a few nice, really big specimens along the deep spurt, and you can see those little winged seeds there. Betty, it's quite difficult to farm wild animals for food. There have been projects to farm impala for food in the past. They haven't really been successful. So for full-scale commercial farming of wild animals for meat, even though there is a demand, the demand is not big enough to justify that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Let's carry on. One of my favorite areas to walk is down in this riverbed. Also a good spot to catch some rare and unusual birds. So one bird I'm looking for here, which is very rare to see here, is the white-breasted cuckoo shrike. We can always keep our fingers crossed. We might get really lucky. Oh, I thought I saw a kitty cat for a second. I thought I saw a leopard try to sneak across the riverbed, but it wasn't. It was just my wishful thinking. Pop my head into the riverbed here so you won't see any tracks. This is a place we call Rietspruit or rock wall, and there's a bit of a waterfall here when the river is flowing, and it forms a little, it can hold water for quite a long time. If we can come off the car, and the signal should get us to bring the camera with us. We'll see if it's going to work. Hopefully it should. Oh, big giant plated lizard gave me a fright. I've snuck up here before, and I've had the lions right below me. Is that as far as you can go? Yeah. You can't unplug anymore?
Game said I can, but it might lose signal.
Okay, let me just have a look then. Oh, no water. It's amazing how it changes. And no lion tracks. Okay. Hoggy doggy, let's carry on. Yeah, so the buffalo in the boma, Jennifer gave birth to a little female, little heifer. one. Oopsie. There we go. Yeah, we're just not seeing. I think let's go ahead for the rhinos. I know I'm 10 minutes out and would like to join you, those rhino. I know I'm 10 minutes out and I'd like to join you with the rhino.
Yeah, I left him unattended, but they were still heading north towards Rotterdam.
Copy, thanks. When was the last time we had Rhino on drive? Did you hear Andrew talking to you there? To turn on the Starlink. I think you knocked it off with your leg. It's been a while. Okay, well, let's go have a look at some chubby unicorns. I remember. Maybe let's go down to the dam and then work our way south. Oh, I do love this area. Why are you looking so nervy, Impala? I think there used to be a road here. Why have I gone down the wrong road? Oh, I have gone down the wrong route. No, that must be the next one. It's amazing, these little tracks just disappear in the grass at this time of the year. Exquisite temperature right now. Now let's just go around the long way. Keep an eye out for the elephant bull. He was also around this area. To lark calling. wonder if the hippos are at Bushveld Dam or they're at Leadwood Dam. We've been this far north on a live drive for a while, all the way to the Leadwood boundary. And the mountains. I think they finished drinking. Well, there were two different rhino sites. There was the 3 and the 2 sub-adults. Looks like the 2 sub-adults up ahead. Let's just stop and have a long distance view with the mountain. Hello, rhinos. Isn't that nice? No, let's get a bit closer. I think we just missed those 2 drinking, which I was trying to get there for. That's why we've sort of been it is amazing how all the animals can hide in the long grass, even the biggest of them. At least we found one of our target species for the afternoon. This looks like mom and calf. Or is it the 2 sub-adult females? Or it could be the 2 sub-adult females. Yeah, a mom and a calf. Big calf now though. Yeah, it's gonna go behind the bush. They might go defecate on the midden. Hi guys. So that very popular rhino midden coming up here. Hello, good looking. It's always special to spend time with them. Are you getting curious? Are you coming to say hi? Hi, big girl. There you go. Defecation right next to the midden. On cue. Hi, big girl. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Sniffing us. Are you sniffing us? And sniffing other rhinos that have been around here. Yeah, it's been a while since we had a really nice rhino sighting, so this is always special. Oh, excellent question, Jennifer. We actually had a chat about that. When will the first That's Wild be this year? We're busy finishing off a non-live project that is keeping Jana very, very busy. We want to enter a short film into a bunch of the film festivals this year. So until we've sort of got that wrapped or towards wrapped, we just want to finish that before we start with That's Wild, because that does keep Jana very busy. It's too many middens, Canadian. There are middens all around. Generally, it's the bulls that will constantly use the middens. The cows like to come sniff at it and see what's going on, but there's hundreds. Okay. There we go. Sniff, 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 sniff. Sniffing where the other rhinos have defecated. Okay, let's go. I just want to leave these two for a second. I want to see if the other three have possibly arrived at the dam. If we can catch them drinking, that would be wonderful. Rhino cow and calf crossing from Porfada into Leadwood. Sub-adult calf, not a small one. Let's have a look around the corner. Peek our noses here, and if I see them, I might go around to the other side so we can get to the eye level with them. So there were 5 rhinos seen in this area this afternoon. So there's those 2 and then 3, which probably No Hope, her calf, her current calf, and the bull. Michael, I'm not sure if one of those is No Hope's calves, I'm afraid. See, the Ellie bull was here, and the others have not. The other rhinos haven't made it here yet. Okay, just wanted to have a quick squiz. We'll go back and join those other 2, and while we're with them, I'm going to use that chance to listen for the Ellie, see if he's breaking branches around here. So I'm not sure. I don't think so. So I'm pretty sure that's a mom and a sub-adult. Let's have a look at the ears and then ask Kanu. So the other 3 haven't made it here yet. And I'm sure that Ellie bull's around here somewhere as well. You can see where he was splashing in the dam. There you go. Sniff, sniff, sniffing. Really nice and relaxed, these 2. I think the other 3 are still on their way to the dam. Yeah, they're not here yet. I just went and checked now.
We got them about 600 meters that side of there.
Okay, so they're still on their way.
Block here off the road. But the jumbo went this way. Along that track. No, along that track.
On the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The drainage line going this way.
Thanks.
The drainage line in that track.
Awesome, thanks so much. I'll go try for him next.
I went about an hour ago.
Carol, indeed. So the Rhino ID kits will have all that information, who's related to who. coming to be curious again. We had her so close just now. Sniff, sniff, sniffing. Obviously they're getting a lot of information from these middens about what the other rhinos in the area are up to. Hey, sniffy sniffies. So if you can see, obviously we have, they've had their horns trimmed, but very important part of sort of rhino life is maintaining your horn. So they'll rub it up against trees, even certain smooth rocks. So they spend a lot of time grooming on their horns. See, that calf's getting quite big, so she might be quite interested in the scent of the bull at the moment, because she might be, or is going to be coming to estrus in the not too distant future. I always love looking at their feet, and for such a big animal you can see that sort of almost potential energy. They're springy, they can almost bounce, and those ligaments, particularly on the back legs, are just incredibly big and thick and strong. Jennifer, their horns grow back about every 18 months. We have to re-trim them. I'd say the calf's quite old already, 6, 7, maybe even a little bit older. Carol. Of course, the name rhinoceros comes from ancient Greek, and it is very aptly named. It literally translates to nose horn or nose horned. For a big animal, they have a very, very small brain in terms of related to sort of body size. For those of you who deal in kgs, it's about 400 to 600 grams, or 14 to 21 ounces, the size of a rhino's brain. So very, very small for a very big animal. And is, of course, one of the last sort of remaining megafauna, along with elephants, hippos, and Cool. Okay, thanks so much. Cheers, guys. Okay, you can see they're still sniffing. No, so the other guys are going to go wait at the dam to see if the other three arrive. So in sort of European culture, the first mention of rhinos was from the ancient Greeks in the 2nd century BC. Let's just go try to catch up with them a little bit. Of course, in Asiatic culture, a lot more mentions and a lot earlier, because there are, of course, 3 different species of rhino in Asia. The Indian one-horned rhino, the Sumatran or Javan rhino. I'm forgetting one. I think there's 5 rhino species. There's black, white, Indian, Sumatran, and Javan. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Am I right? I'm trying to remember now. Yes. 5 rhino species. I love a big rhino bum. These two are going to head down towards the floodplains around the Rietspruit River. Now, since you're talking about rhinos in tutus, I do remember the Disney hippos in tutus. And in that, sorry, I've misplaced something somewhere. I'm trying to find it. Anyway, okay, let's move and then I'll look for it again. Let's catch up with the rhinos. But you're talking about rhinos in tutus, and I learned something new the other day. But in the 70s in Boston, a lavender rhino with a heart was used as a symbol for the gay community and the gay and lesbian community in Boston during the 70s. Very interesting. A lavender rhino with a red heart. So I think we'll follow these guys down and then loop around, see if we can find tracks of the elephant. Okay, they're disappearing around the corner. They're on a mission. I always like it when we get to spend a long quality bit of time with an animal rather than sort of rushing around. It's when you do follow animals for an extended period where you do see interesting behavior, and particularly behavior between different species. If you just pop past, oh, we've seen Rhino, let's move on. I know. So I try. Janine says, a lavender rhino, that's a pretty random fact to know, Brent. Yes, so I tried at least read, I actually read it today. For some reason I was like, I need to find some new facts about Rhino to tell everyone, because a lot of you guys have been on, some of you have been on Game Drive, live drives with me now for going on 8-9 years. So I got to keep up the knowledge, you know, before these youngsters come for me. I got to keep learning. That's one of the wonderful things, that there's always something new to learn every single day. So a good time of the day for the male lions to start shouting. Maybe let us know where they are. Cute bums! Oh, don't... Got a little fright there for a second. Sorry, little girl. We'll wait a little bit now. I'll give you a bit of space. I'll just listen for a second while they're moving. And you're going to disappear around the next corner. Now, time for a quiz. Now, to say exactly which bird this came from will be a bit difficult, but I would say, can you guess what family it comes from? Very pretty feather. There we go. So you can guess what family that comes from. Okay, let's catch up with our rhino friends. I'll keep that here for just now. Let's see. Do either of you two think you know what bird that comes from? No, it's not from an owl. So there's a lot of them flying long distance to get to places at the moment. And I would, if I had to venture a guess, I could probably guess the exact species, but I would say I'm 80% certain, but it could just be a random as well. And let's see if anyone at home can figure out what feather that was. It's not a bird of prey. Oh, did they take it off the road? No, tracks are still there. Sure, they're walking fast. It's lots of bums today. Rhino bums, rhino bums, rhino bums. They're the rhino bums. Our rhino tails always tell you what type of mood they're in. So when they're curled up, they're excited or upset. When they're flapping like that, they're very relaxed. No guesses on the feather yet. Oh dear. So I think these guys, well, they might stop for a snack, but I thought they were going to head towards some of the sweet grasses on the floodplain areas around the Rietspruit River. Still listening to see if we can hear the ellies. Not a kingfisher at all. Once these rhinos are around the next corner, I will end your misery. It is really tough. It's not the easy one. It's not an easy one. Okay. A shrike? Nope. Quite big, and they fly to and from places almost every day, but I'm 80% certain that it's a white-faced duck's feather. It could be a yellow-billed or African black duck as well, but just based on the fact that white-faced ducks are most common and they fly over here and we're not far from a dam, I would say a white-faced duck feather. Pretty. So one thing I miss about not carrying a bird book around with me all the time, because before, if I picked up a feather, I'd put it in my bird book. We're coming up to the sort of next road junction. I think the rhinos are going to go right down towards the floodplain. We're going to go left if we get there. See if we can find the Ellie. There's another midden coming up at the next road junction. Not too fresh, not that much fresh dung right here, but up ahead there looks to be some. There you go, stop and sniffy sniffs. So I think the rhinos are going to go right towards that floodplain area. Hi, little one. No, don't go left. I want to go left. Sniff, 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 sniffy. Oops, sorry, big girl. Oh, she's probably only about 7 or 8 feet from us now. So our ears are constantly listening. She's lifting her nose to try to sniff us. And off they go. And I said, I think they're heading down towards that floodplain area. Isn't that amazing? I love it. Look how they're sniffing. And the dust coming out when they sort of blow out. Indeed, Michael. You are 100% correct. It was a bird feather. We're going to let those two delicious rumps disappear down towards the floodplain area of the Rietspruit River, and we're going to go a little bit further west, see if we can pick up any tracks from the Ellie ball. If we don't find any tracks on this road, then he's still up in this area somewhere. It's an area with various this part here. That's older, not too fresh. Lots of rhino tracks here as well. I think it's these two where they came from to come have a drink, and then not seeing any sign of the heffalump just yet. Oh, he's been here. He's definitely been here. But this is... I think it's going to be too heavy, for you guys to lift. You can try. I'll enjoy watching. Go for it. No, off you go now. No, you're good. Okay. I think that one's too heavy. Yeah, it's false marula is quite a heavy wood. Never the biggest fan of driving into this long grass. Don't know what stumps and stuff because this area has been bush cleared recently. I don't think this tree was pushed down today though. You see something? Thorns. So the Ellies have been spending quite a bit of time here. It looks like the herd's been around here as well from all the tracks. See how nice and open this is now. So this is all from bush clearing done a few years ago, and then we burnt it and it is. And then we've cleared a long way through there, so we're starting to get really nice grasses coming through, and of course the nice grasses bring things like horse tigers, and I see our first horse tigers of the afternoon, and I'm quite sure there's possibly some wildebeest with the horse tigers.
One little station of Lowveld, and I don't think there are any more active sightings.
Lots of horse tigers here.
Copy the update, thank you.
And some impalas. We're enjoying oh sorry, I was listening to something. There we go. Lots of them spread out, enjoying the nice lush green grasses. But horse tigers, you're not what we're looking for right now. We're looking for heffalumps. Can't find any sign of them coming out, so there's some roads that sort of loop back into these open areas here. Glorious this afternoon, the temperature. Perfect. Hello, little boys. Are you going to hang around for us? No, I'm not. We're not going to hang around. Where's that road? Somewhere around here. I thought it was. trees being pushed down around. Ellies have been enjoying this area. I think the road starts around here somewhere. It is literally right here. There we go. Just listen for 1 second quickly. Nope. It's also that time of the day where you want to switch off and listen regularly. It's the time of the day when the predators are going to start getting moving. And a whole open field, and he decides to push the only tree over the road. Cattle dip here from the farming days. I used to dip the cows or to keep the ticks off them. I don't think I've been on this road in many months. It's a wonderful thing about the size of the area we can explore here on the Rietspruit, and we can go so many different places. I mean, when Dad first made this road, this was so thick you couldn't see, sort of 5 meters off the edge. And so the bush clearing is really, the guys have done a really fantastic job here. And we'll have enough grass to put a big hot fire through here this year, which will clear out a lot of the moribund and all the dead grivia and sickle bush that the machines removed. These areas, after they've been cleared, become very productive. Like many people have been driving here as well. Another area that Mabai might hide in. Lots of impala around. The lions haven't been coming to this area as frequently as they used to. You never know where that female's going to pop up. Keep hoping we're going to see that big Ellie ball somewhere in one of these open areas. Canadian, it just wants to know how long does it take the grasses and bushes, how long does it take to reclaim a road? It depends on the type of road. These are 2 tracks, so they're just basically, you drive them till they become a track after you've cleared a bit. It depends on the year and the rain and all that, but it can take a while. I mean, I've worked in parts of the Selous and stuff in Tanzania where, I mean, a road would have been made 40 or 50 years before, and you can still sort of see where it used to go. Obviously, not ideal to drive down, but you can still see the remnants of it. Then in places like the Masai Mara or the Serengeti, a road can be claimed within 2 or 3 years by the grass if there's good rain. So it all just depends on the soil types and the areas. Well, if we get no luck with this heffalump, you might be down the wet street. What we can do is pop past the dam again, see if those other 3 rhino might have made an appearance, or the lions. I'm not seeing any tracks here. There's tracks going up and down from the elephant here. Freshest one's going this way. Gone down into this little drainage system. The herd were here earlier today as well, it looks like. He might have crossed behind us, the sneaky devil. All the tracks have gone into the riverbed here. It's very thick in here. Oh, such a pretty flower. A ruby gnida. I'll have a look at the flower and I can have a little listen. In the old days, it was used to sniff out witches. A ruby gnida. Such a beautiful flower. We're not hearing any elephants feeding. Okay, so let's continue on. Maybe they've looped back like that towards the dam. Could be somewhere in this thick riverine. Okay, well, the Ellies are somewhere in this river system. Hopefully they decide to come out. Also, leadwood female leopard country, this drainage system. I haven't seen her in an age. They've found some nice things to eat somewhere in these thickets, and they are munching away in there. Don't want to see us, the elephants. Oopsie, sorry about that, guys. Let's see if those other 3 rhino have made a sneaky appearance. And I think start slowly moving our way back south. See if the lions decide to pop out around Seskant. Hippos must be in Leadwood Dam. They're not here. Nope. No rhinos. I'm taking a very leisurely stroll to the water then. Let's go. I'm just going to go a little bit quicker to get to Seskant before it gets too late. Whee! Enjoy work, Carol. Thanks for joining us. There actually haven't been many hyena sightings, brown or spotted, Michael. It's quite sad. I was very excited when Gareth had all those hyenas around Lamundering. I've been hearing them, but they sound like they're further to the south on the neighboring property. You guys been hearing the hyenas around camp? No?
I think
But far away. Southeast from camp, yeah. So hopefully they do decide to come back and den on the Rietspruit. Another favourite rhino spot this area. I think that's where this is where the other three might have been. Oh no, we've caught a friend. Let's see if I can get rid of it without having to stop. Very annoying stick stuck under the car. Did we get rid of it? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. Really hoping it'd catch on one of these rocks and dislodge itself. You know why those rhinos didn't come to the dam. I think they came to drink here. There's a pan in here that, yeah, they came and drank in there. That's why they didn't come down to Porfada. They came to drink here. Well, that now makes more sense, doesn't it? Why they didn't come visit us at the dam. Which way do we want to go now? Which way do we want to go? Which way do we want to go? That way. We want to go to Seskant, I think that way. It seems like the elephant herd's just turned up, but quite far away from here. In front of the houses on Lowveld. Try this one more time. I really don't feel like climbing under the car today. No! Okay. One more trick I'm going to try use to get rid of the stick. Find a convenient small bush and drive over that and see if that takes the stick out. There's a convenient small sickle bush. Aha! And I didn't have to climb under the car. Yay. Do you see something? Jennifer, they are indeed they're in between the different waters. Biggest is probably around 12 foot, 12 to 13 foot. Just wanted to have a quick squiz through these open areas. It is in the past, it has been a favorite bye-bye cheetah hangout. It is that crepuscular hour the cheetahs do like to hunt in. So I'm just going a little bit faster than normal because I do want to still get us to that area around Seskant before the end of drive, just in case those male lions are not too far away and decide to start singing. Oops, there's a rock. Whoop, whoop. Aardvark made a very big hole in the road.
Brent for Simon.
Standing by.
Brent, we've got the heli in front of Melissa's house in the river.
Copy, thanks. I'm a bit far away. I'm not going to make my way. I'm going to be heading back towards Seskant.
Copy.
See these old straight roads, old fence lines would have been separating the farm's different cattle paddocks. Grass seeds. Put that on for a second. So we get past the grass seeds. There we go. I don't think either of you two have been through deep crossing yet. This is quite a serious road. A road that bounces cameramen around. Let's go do deep crossing. See if the guys can hang on. Western Mamba Kronkelpad, yep. Oh, we'll see it right now. That road we came through here was... Oh, what was that? Monkeys, baboons. Something fell out of the tree. What is that down there? Baboons. It's baboons. It's baboons. This is quite the serious crossing. Before we start going up, let's get into low range. Hopefully we still have a cameraman when we get to the top. At least one. We've got two on the back, so if we lose one, it's okay. I only need one. Yeah, this one's very bumpy. It's very steep as well. And very rocky. The last section's the worst. Oh, it's not too bad at the moment. I thought it'd be a bit worse after the rain. Well, there you go. There's that bad spot at the top of the hill. And we still have two cameramen, unfortunately. But it is the shortest route to Seskant. Jennifer, what's the worst damage Mother Nature's ever done to the reserve? We've had some flooding, but nothing too serious. When we do have big rains, the roads tend to take quite a beating. So I'd say just roads and flooding the roads and washing away roads can keep the guys very busy when it comes to fixing it afterwards. Hello, Polaris. We're not looking for you, we're looking for lions. Oh, more rhino. It's No Hope and Calf. They were in the mud wallow. Hi guys, nice to see you. We've been looking for you. Haven't seen you guys in ages. I'll get you on the right side now, don't worry. When it's easier for you. No Hope really enjoying the mud. I think we will have a little bit of, she might lie down again. Oh, there we go. Isn't that the best? Yeah, spa day. Well, today has definitely been a rhino day. How's that? Is that better? Come on, stay there. There we go. Come on, torch. Stay in one spot. No, just do this, then it should be okay. There we go. It is definitely a rhino day for us. Oh, there he's gonna roll! You do it, big girl. Roll in that mud. The baby's doing the same. No Hope and Calf at the mud wallows just to the west of Seskant. Nothing like a good mud bath after a tough day out in the African wilds. I know, it is hard to believe the little one's going to be a year old soon. Just enjoying the mud. Hopefully she doesn't get up. I'm going to just try. Oh, flies, irritating flies. Just going to try. She might be done. I was going to move around to see if we could get a better view of the baby, but maybe Mom will just move for us and then we can have a better view of the baby that way. Ooh. Those far away lions roaring. Far, far away. Baby wants to go back into the mud, I think. Oh no, we're having a rub on the tree. Let me just go back a little bit. See if we can get a slightly better gap. There we go. Don't know why, I just had a feeling we should get to this area before the end of drive. Oh, we're having a little bum scratch. It's been all about Rhino booties today. And for those of you who might be joining us, not for the first time, but wondered why we call her No Hope. When she came to the reserve, everyone thought she was barren. She was called No Hope because we didn't think she'd ever have babies, and I think she's on her 4th or 3rd, I can't remember. Little guy is not ready to give up on the mud wallow just yet. They're the lions. Poffer daar, I'm gonna poffer the blue wildebeest. Mom's gonna have a scratch, I think. Just gonna go forward again for the little one in the mud. Audio of the lions calling. It sounds towards sort of Lowveld of South Africa side, but quite far away. Such a cute little tank. Oh, coming back, we're coming back. Hi guys. You coming to have a scratchy again on the tree? Oh, is that good? Is that the best? Oh, ear rub. Scratchy, scratchy. Mom's also scratchy, scratchy. Isn't this just special? Don't think there's much cuter out in the world than a baby rhino. Oh, there we go, 5th in 10 years. No hope. Well, thanks very much, Alicia. Yeah, and I didn't realize, and thanks to one of you for reminding me yesterday. Oh, we're off, we want to play. That officially, as a company, Painted Dog TV was registered officially yesterday. So oh, they want to play. Oh, you want to play? Oh, put a bomb into Mom. Boom. Oh, we're charging. Let's turn around. Oh, no, we're charging off into the distance. Hi, guys. Oh, he's running around everywhere. Bye. Let's go have a quick look at the waterhole and just see if anything else has arrived. No hope and calf heading north from the mud wallow just to the west of Seskant. Nada. Around here. What was that eye? What? I saw an eye. I saw an impala eye. Darn it. Hoping it was something a little bit sexier than an impala, although they are so wonderful. But we're not going to shine the light on them. Hoping for a little jackal or genet or something at this time of the day. Or even, if we're very lucky, a spotty cat. Thanks very much, Becky. Becky says, I enjoys the drive, very relaxing. Thank you very much. We're glad you enjoyed. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just been absolutely magical out here this evening. Our pleasure, Barbara, as always. We are very lucky we get to spend our time out in the wild and we get to share it with you. It is an absolute privilege. Remember, if you haven't become a pack member, you should do so. Or if you haven't downloaded the app, you should do so. But from all of us here at Painted Dog, it's been a pleasure. And we will see you again, bright and early, some of you, tomorrow for the next safari. I think it's with Gareth or with Andrew. I can't remember tomorrow morning. It was with Andrew. But for now, it's time for me to love you and leave you. Bye.